en el corazón del mundo, en una tierra de abundancia y amor. Allá todo fluye, los ríos y los páramos. La risa de mis tías me sigue como una gota de lluvia fluyendo hacia el mar.
As a child, I felt protected by this abundance. The overgrown rainforest felt like a hideaway, a place that could swallow me whole. I had a whole community of tías, abuelas, and family friends who filled me with so much love that some days I swear their radiance was visible in me, pouring out like a golden ray of light or a rich stream of honey. I was rich. Every part of me was loved. It happened overnight. I feel like I blinked and I was suddenly living someone else's life, trying to assimilate to a culture that didn't want me and I didn't want it. My migration here was forced. It was a necessity in the face of danger. I never got to say goodbye, an honorable sacrifice for the American dream, someone else's dream. For years, I existed between things, American culture and Colombian culture, Español e Inglés, community and solitude, reality and performance. I was unwanted, ilegal. That word was placed on me long before I understood its meaning, and no one ever really needed to explain it to me because after a while, the meaning sank into my bones. I carried it around everywhere with me, and with it, I carried shame and an unspeakable fear. I carried it all, silently and alone, for 12 years. Growing up this way was deeply isolating. Even when I was surrounded by friends, I didn't feel safe to share all parts of myself. I felt safest outdoors alone, where I didn't have to answer any questions or offer any explanations. I could just run. I became a shell of myself for a long time. Receiving DACA status and becoming a dreamer allowed me to take up space, but only in ways that were profitable and acceptable within American culture. Produce more. Work harder than everyone else. Have higher expectations for yourself. Prove your worth. Prove your right to exist. Trying to develop as a person while my entire world taught me that my mere existence was not allowed made me hide myself from the world. I remembered my childhood rainforest that kept me so safe and hid me so well. But the memories were starting to blur together. I couldn't remember what was real and what was a dream. Mami, ¿me oyes?
Yo, pero no soy yo.
Mami.
Prácticamente no sabes si se congeló la imagen.
Mami, cuélgame.
Háblame bien. ¿Tú me pides a mí? Las manos. Ay, sí.
For a while, I thought my anger could fuel me, and it did. It helped me move mountains, but it also put up walls and further isolated me. I felt like a drop of rain that was going to dry out in the harsh sun long before reaching the ocean. I could no longer exist in isolation. And then, the radiance inside of me woke back up. All at once, I remembered all of the love my ancestors and relatives poured into me. With that love came strength. With that strength came remembering I can do hard things. My biggest freedom came from accepting the seemingly contrasting parts of myself. I am vast. I am radiant. Soy poderosa. I come from a land that is not black and white, but every color in between. I do not need to make myself small. Not anymore, and not ever again. I learned that I am not alone. I can carry communities across borders and build safety in my physical space. I learned that existing in community turns my small raindrop into a flash flood. Together, we not only reach the ocean, but also create valleys and mountains along the way, weaving our stories through the land. I learned that the mountains here are just as abundant as the mountains there. And although I am no longer in el corazón de la tierra, its rivers and veins will always lead me there.